Hi, my name is Kira. Welcome back to Not Too Cool to Read. Today we are reading The Night Market by Seina Wedlick and Briana Mukodiri Uchendu. Oh, it says, from Tom, for Tom, who is the most adventurous person I know, and for Anna, who enjoyed this story as soon as I shared it with her, SW. To the auntie who took me to my very first market in Nigeria to get my hair braided and to eat some aboja? I don't know. BMU. And just a little disclaimer before I get started reading. I'm probably going to mess up some names because these are probably going to be new words for me. So, yeah, bear with me. The sky is dark, the moon is full, and the town is wide awake. The night market is here again, and its crowded stalls are full of wares and treasures, old things and new things, marvelous objects and strange relics. And all you need is a bag of golden coins. Move quickly if you want to see the whole market before dawn. The night market is alive with the sound of hawkers and traders. A taste of tangy sweets, hollers a man behind a towering fountain of lemonade. I'll trade you a joke for a coin, a little boy calls. Homegrown spices, shouts a granny at a counter. Baskets of plump red tomatoes reach for the sky. Purple onions roll around on raffia mats, and sacks of white rice lean against stalls. The night market smells like 1,000 dishes. Try a bite of freshly baked mooncake, a slice of mince pie that makes your mouth water, and a scoop of roasted nuts still warm in your hand. Keep moving. There is a lot more to see. Fresh primroses that bloom only at night, a pet jellyfish that glows in the dark, a nightingale singing to a crowd. Fa la 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 la. The night market shimmers and shakes to the sound of music and laughter. Have a turn on an old weathered drum. Play the old African stone game. Learn to make cards disappear just like that. Abracadabra. All around, everyone claps at the impossible things. The night market is graceful and cheerful, shiny and sparkly. Fabrics hang from stalls. Large and small colorful beads sit in the little gold bowls. Take a whiff of perfumed oils that shine in colorful jars. Mmm. The night market is getting tired and slowing down. Look around corners to see the peacocks parade. Peer above counters, a storyteller is weaving a tale. Peek behind stalls to watch performers getting jazzed up with paint that glows. The night market is drifting off. Hurry, hurry! Explore the wall of strange-looking keys that open interesting locks, then wander down the row of paper goods to see. Colorful paper kites floating high above, fancy paper umbrellas twirling from the ceiling, huge paper boats ready to set sail, books that pop up to reveal grand palaces and forgotten places. The sky is orange, the sun is up, and the town is sleepy. Stop by the ticket counter on the way out. You have 1 coin left. It is just so lucky that 1 gold coin is exactly the price for a ticket to the next night market. Author's note: I grew up visiting different markets in Lagos, Nigeria, with my family, and it always felt like an adventure. Lagos markets bustle with the sound of buses picking up and dropping off passengers, hawkers selling their wares, and merchants and customers haggling over the prices of goods. Some markets stay open late into the night to cater to the working class who need to shop after work. I love wandering through the markets and seeing artists create beautiful, colorful artworks for sale. I enjoyed feeling the lace in stalls draped with beautiful rows of fabrics, and I was mesmerized by the stone dripping with gold jewelry. Various vendors cooked food for sale, and I enjoyed tasting bites of spicy grilled soya while thinking of the delicious dishes that would be made at home from the baskets of fresh, plump tomatoes, leafy green vegetables, and large sacks of rice. My favorite snacks to buy from street vendors were crunchy yellow plantain chips. The night market was inspired by my love for markets and the magical feeling of nighttime events. I wanted to write about a fantastical night market filled with delicious food, wondrous sights, and interesting performers that every child could visit with a turn of a page. Illustrator's note. The the inspiration for illustrating this book came from the distant memories of going to my first market when I was very young. Entering the market was like stepping into another world, as if I was in the middle of a large coral reef system and was suddenly surrounded by scores of colorful fish. I had never seen many different items in one place. A Nigerian market is very different from an American grocery store after all. Hardly anything was branded, sealed, or organized in neat rows by type. Every stall had its own distinct smell, with no two items the same. Everything was stacked creatively, and each stall was filled to the brim. I wondered how my aunt was able to find her way through this labyrinth. We shopped for shoes and Ankara fabric for the tailor, then found a woman to braid my hair. I remember sitting there for hours as the market moved around me, asking my aunt questions about what I saw, and then happily eating a plate of abacha and stewed goat meat until I fell asleep. The wonder and awe I experienced on that first visit heavily informed the feeling I wanted readers to get from this book. We traveled into the kingdom walls where the night market lives, a clay and thatch system of buildings inspired by traditional Yoruba architecture, but also by the Kashba of Marrakesh, Morocco, and lit by hundreds of colorful lanterns and torches. Illustrating the night market was a fun and imaginative process, but the most important part to me was making sure each illustration inspired a sensory experience in the reader. Even though this is an imagined place, I wanted to make the experience feel real with vivid colors, textures, and smells. Alright, the end. Thank you for watching and reading.